Good morning. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please welcome Andrew Thornton Sherman with today's announcements.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's September 10th, and it is a green day. Juniors and seniors, there will be an Air Force recruiter in the small Colby conference space today from 10:30 to 11. Please be sure to check in with your teachers before attending. Attention international students. Any student wanting to take the October 12th TOEFL must register by this Friday, September 13th. See Ms. McCaffrey in Colby 106 to register. We will be having a short trip meeting for the Barcelona trip today after CP at 3 p.m. in Colby 204. Check your emails for more details in an important form. Please see Mr. Cushman or Ms. Sandville with any questions or conflicts. Attention Southeast Asia trip participants. Please join us for an informational meeting on Thursday, September 12th at 3:30 p.m. in Streeter 248. Come meet Dr. Sayrath, Mr. Eckhart, Mr. McKenzie, and Chef B. Math Club will meet today and every Tuesday after school in Severance 15 at 3:30. Join the Math Club to participate in math competitions and to practice problems you will see on them. Once again, that's Math Club every Tuesday at 3:30 in Severance 15. Tomorrow we will host our first cross-country race of the season. A reminder that the gates to the access road and Barker Avenue will be closed after 3:15 for the race. Nordic skiers. Don't forget we will hold a brief meeting today at 3 p.m. in Ranger 209. This Nordic team is open to skiers of all ability levels, including beginners who have never skied. See Mr. Jolliffe with any questions. This is the last week to enter to win Guess That Hilltopper in the Brain Teaser. A winner will be picked on Monday, September 16th. Those wishing to go to Hadestown must get their fee into Miss Gary and Morse no later than Thursday. No money, no ticket. Remember, there are still tickets available at a reduced rate. It's that time of year again. Woman Can Do is open for registration. Woman Can Do is an annual career expo for young women and gender-expansive youth across Vermont. This event highlights careers that have often been seen as non-traditional, such as heavyweight equipment operation, law enforcement, engineering, bio-related fields, architecture, and so on. Women Can Do exists because you can't be what you can't see. The event takes place on October 10th. Please see Mrs. Murphy in Streeter 208 for more information and a permission slip ASAP, as the registration deadline is September 20th. Happy birthday today to Tristan Correa Parkin, Thaddeus Loader, Serenity Speaks, and Connor Surratt. Happy birthday. Today we have varsity and JV boys soccer at North Country at 4:30. Please dismiss the teams at 2. JV and varsity volleyball at Linden Institute at 4:30 and 5:30. Please dismiss the teams at 2:45. And JVB girls soccer versus Danville at 4:30. Have a great day.
Thank you, Andrew. And some late announcements. Hilltopper Mountain Biking competed in their second race of the season this past Sunday at Craftsbury Outdoor Center, and several Academy athletes had top 10 finishes in their respective categories. In Category A, Sisu Lang placed 8th. In Category B, Addie Pearl won the women's race. Stella Vanderlyn also placed in the top 10 with a sixth place finish. Catherine Zyka was 7th, and Julian McGuire was 9th. Congratulations to all our Hilltopper MTB participants. Girls varsity soccer beat North Country on Monday 2-1 in overtime. Goals were scored by Eilish Murphy and Avery Gelwicks, with assists from Kyra Nelson and Orlean Skirmond. Congratulations, girls soccer. And in boys golf, Will Eaton finished with an even par 36 for his second straight first place finish. The toppers finished tied on top with Essex with a team score of 170. beating Rice and Missisquoi Valley by 31 and 51 strokes, respectively. Out of the 20 golfer field, Oliver Johnson shot a career best 4 over par for 40 to finish tied for third, while Bruno Alvarez and Calvin Andre had their strongest finishes of the season, each finishing in the top 8 with a score of 47. Congratulations, boys golf. And now, momentarily, I'm going to have Julia and Meredith come to the stage with a promotion. And I am going to allow Meredith to come up, even though she commented on my glasses and called me Harry Potter just a few moments ago. Julia and Meredith.
Good morning, I'm Julia.
And I'm Meredith, and we're here to talk about the senior class dance this Saturday in the Black Box.
The theme for this dance is whiteout, and we will be giving out glow sticks at the door.
The cost for this dance is the same as usual, $3 per person and $5 per couple.
We will be selling cold sodas, and there will also be free snacks like cookies.
We hope to see you all there.
Thank you.
All right, thank you both. And now it's my pleasure to invite to the stage Mary Lopes with a special announcement and an explanation of a great thing that's happening on campus. Please welcome Mary Lopes.
Good morning, everyone. So, I'm Mary Lopes, and this is Weston. He is an 11-month-old black lab, and he's in training to be a service dog for my senior capstone. I am training Weston through Dogs Inc., based in Florida. We do online weekly classes. When he's about a year old, he will either go back for breeding, or he will be fixed and stay with us for another 2 months for training. I'm just caring for him, and he will eventually go back for advanced training. So what is a service dog? A service dog can be anything from a seeing eye dog, medical alert dog, mobility assistance dog, and so much more. A service dog is not an emotional support animal. Emotional support animal is not covered under ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act. As stated by ADA, only dogs who have received specialized training to perform a specific task or tasks for an individual with a disability are considered service animals, end quote. So when Weston is working, we ask that you ignore him, give him space, and almost pretend like he's not there. Please don't trip over him, don't touch him, talk or interact with him. His vest is what signifies he is working. I'll be setting up times when he's off vest to meet with people later in the semester. You might not see Weston much at first. He'll be starting slowly with one class at a time, but the goal is for him to be coming to school full-time by the end of the semester. He is still a puppy and still learning, so he might accidentally whine, try and pull towards something, smell something, not do what I asked the first time. We ask that you be patient, don't hold them against him. All service dogs start somewhere and have to learn. If you're going to take anything away from my speech, please hear this. Weston is not for petting or interacting with. He's here to learn just like everyone else. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out by email or in person. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Weston. Certainly the star of today's chapel. I would, as we settle in, I have one other announcement that I would like to share in chapel this morning, just so everyone hears it. I'm seeing more and more back pocket phones, so let's just make sure that phones are off and in backpacks during the day. Thank you. So I get an opportunity throughout the year to speak to many people about St. Johnsbury Academy. And I'm very proud and blessed to be part of a learning community that is so comprehensive. And so sometimes I think it takes stepping back and realizing this. And last week, I challenged you to think about the seniors, but everyone in Fuller, to think about what you want to accomplish this semester. And likewise, this morning, I'd like you to think a little bit about what it is that you're really going to invest in terms of a program, knowing that with a school of about 950, again, we have one of the most comprehensive schools in the state and certainly in the region. And so when I get to go to places where I'm talking to candidates who are hoping to teach here, or if I'm talking with prospective students and their families, which I'll be doing shortly, I'll be headed to China at the end of this week and be talking to several families. But when I get to do that, I'm in the great position to share that we have academics that include well over 30 AP courses, so you get the opportunity to take a number of advanced placement courses if that's what you're interested in. But I also get to tell folks about our CTE program. I get to tell folks about our Performing in Fine Arts program. And that's not to say anything about our extracurriculars, which I think are incredibly robust and rich. But one thing I'd love you to hear this morning is something I shared last year, and I'm going to reprise this message because I think it's an important one. As I look around the room and I think of the adults who are here, I'm pretty sure most of them heard what I heard when I was in your seats as a senior, and that was, you need to go to college. Because if you go to college, you're going to find yourself and you're going to figure out what it is that you want to do. And this was very common advice. It was advice that was given at high schools around the country. You have to go to college. And don't even think about taking a year off, because if you take a year off, you're going to lose momentum and you're probably not going to go. And so the information that was being passed along was success meant going to college and going into a career that college would prepare you for. And if you paused or you faltered, you probably weren't going to reach that goal. Well, that is not the message that we espouse here at St. Johnsbury Academy. In fact, quite the opposite. And we realize that many of you will take pathways to successful careers that do not involve going to college. They probably do involve extra training and focus. Maybe it's a master electrician program or a master trades person program, but most of you will go on to get further training. But it's important that you hear that college is far too expensive in 2024-25 for us to simply go and explore and figure things out. So, my advice to you on this Tuesday morning is to think about that. Where are you right now? What is it that, again, you want to accomplish? And then as you think about the future, think about some of the things that we don't always get a chance to think about. And that is, how would you like to work when you depart from St. Johnsbury Academy? If you have a difficult time sitting through lectures, then think long and hard, if you're looking at colleges, about the types of programs that you're going to encounter. Still, to this day, as much as we work on best practices in high school and how we teach and the types of activities that you do and a variety of learning modes for you in class, a number of colleges still have somebody at a podium lecturing to you. So think about that. Is that for you? And if it's not, that's certainly okay, but be thoughtful about what it is that you're going to experience as you learn. Consider what it is that you want to do. Are you excited about getting out and earning a paycheck and putting in a good hard day's work, and at the end of the week collecting that paycheck because you know that you want to start investing in something like a home? And perhaps before you're 21 or 22, when some of your friends will be still working through and paying a good deal of money to go through college, maybe you'd like to be putting money down on a home. Maybe that's something that's important to you. Maybe not. How would you like to work? So when you're in your work life, are you okay being seated for the day? Is that something that works for you? Can you be on a computer for most of the day? Would you prefer to be on your feet? Would you prefer to be moving? Would you prefer to be outside? These are all things that I think are really important for us to consider, and we have the luxury of doing so as we go through these years in high school at St. Johnsbury Academy. So I encourage you, and I offer the advice of being reflective. Think about this again. This is the time to think about this in a school year. Things get busy. We tend to get wrapped up in our day-to-day, and this is the time to think about those things. So again, I know that I feel blessed to be part of St. Johnsbury Academy. I hope you do as well, and I hope that you're reflective as you think about the types of things that we've talked about this morning. What do you want to do down the road? Be reflective. Have a great day, faculty.